What's up guys, welcome back to a new episode of Splinterlands Road to Champion. In this series we try to reach a ranking as high as possible without spending any money on the game aside from the $10 for the starter pack. Yeah, so today is a little bit of a special episode. As you can see here, the game has server problems right now. No battles are being processed right now. So we are going to take a look at some stats, at our card collection and at the new reward cards that are going to be released in the next few hours, or maybe next 12 hours, which I am really excited about. So first let's start at looking at our card collection. In the last episode when we looked at it, we had almost $5,000 worth of cards. So that was more or less the peak. The value dropped a little bit in the past couple of days. So right now we are sitting at 4k US dollars, which is still pretty amazing. I haven't really started selling off any cards. I am still not sure about this. So we are going to sit this one out right now. And for now we keep the cards and we'll see later. Maybe once the pre-sale is announced, once we know the actual card pack prices, etc. So we will see, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm just looking right now. Battles are still not loading. Okay, the page is slow. We are having some problems with the Splinterlands node, but let's take a look at the game stats. And as you can see here, from September 9th to September the 10th, we saw a growth of around 33% more battles, which is really huge. So this is an incredible number if you think about it. So we went from 4.5 million battles a day to around 6 million battles a day. Insane growth. And so yesterday, well actually 2 days ago, we had 5.8 million. So this is no outlier. It seems like this is more or less the amount of battles that we are going to see from today, from 3 days ago. Transactions also went up on those 2 days, and so did the active player amounts. So we are at 235,000 active players on September 11th, which was 2 days ago. I am really excited to see the numbers for yesterday and for today. That's just the growth keeps going on, and I'm really excited to see how this will continue. So spellbook purchases actually did go down a little bit in the last couple of days. So as you can see here, we hovered around 11k or even more on those days after this huge growth at the beginning of the September. And right now it's going down a little bit. But we are still at the level that we just reached not even 1 month ago. And the same goes for player registrations. So we actually had 26k new players on September 7th. And the growth just keeps growing, I would say, in general, even though it's slowed down right now here. The market volume actually crashed a little bit. So as you can see, the number of sold cards went down a little bit, and also the volume. So of course the volume goes down because our cards are worth a little bit less right now. And I'm not sure what this has to do with. Probably the deck price went down a little bit, so this could really be a reason for this. But I am not completely sure. The market cap, stagnated a bit, went down a little bit even. So you can see here it was stable-ish around this 200 million US dollar value for a couple of days. But we had this all before, so I'm pretty sure that we are going to see a growth again, especially considering that the player numbers are still going up, and I heard that only 14 or so % of those players are bots. So if this number is correct, this would be absolutely amazing, especially for a blockchain game. Like, this is just an unreal number if it is true. I doubt it, to be honest, but I hope it is true and that most of these numbers are real players. And yeah, token market cap obviously also went down a little bit. So did the SPS price, by the way. I haven't mentioned that. Yeah, it's now established at around 25 cents. Okay, so much about this now. Okay, yeah, actually the battle was processed now and we won this game. So before we get to the last point of this video, to the new reward cards, let us play one game here. Okay. Yeah, we are probably going to lose this since this guy has a level 2 Yodin Zaku. But on the other hand, of course, we have the explosive weaponry rule set. Okay, yeah, so there's actually a bug right now. The time left shows 0. The real time left is not 0. So yeah, let me think about it. So I think we could play the Sacred Unicorn in front, Bila the Radiant, a Life Leech magic monster in... Okay, we are not going to play a game since we got this auto surrender here. Well, alright, I'm not going to cut this out of the video, so, you know, just document some of the errors. Well, look like we are the only player in the leaderboard, so some problems right now with the server, all due to the like huge growth of players. But let's take a look at this post here announcing 21 new reward cards. So this is really cool. I mean, like, there are only 4 common reward cards, or overall there are only 4 reward cards left in print right now, and they are all common cards. So obviously it was time to release the new reward cards, and I'm happy that it is going to happen today. So 6 common cards, 8 rare cards, 4 epics and 3 legendary cards are going to be released. The print limits are going to be 20 times higher than the old print limit, so we will have 8 million common cards and 300,000 legendary cards. The collection power and deck burn value was updated, and this is actually also for the Chaos Legion expansion already. So we have 5 Dark Energy Crystals for commons, 20 for rares, 100 for epics and 500 for legendary, so this is half of the Untamed burn values. And the new difference is that the gold foil burn values will only be 25 times higher, not 50 times higher like it was in the past. So this like shows, in my opinion, that the devs expect the players to use the gold and legendary potions now, so to like reach the same collection power or deck burn value. This is actually absolutely amazing news, especially for the new players. So the loot chests will now have 50% drop chance to drop a reward card, 25% for the potion, 25% to drop deck. So every second loot chest will have a reward card inside, which is really great and will also help especially newer players. Once Chaos Legion is released, there will be a 1% chance of receiving a Chaos Legion pack, again like it was with Untamed. And the 1% will be deducted from the potion chance. So this will probably also be good for newer players. We have some more abilities, 4 to be exact. Amplify increases magic, reflect, return fire and taunts damage to all enemy monsters by 1. So this will like completely change the meta, in my opinion. I believe this will be for a summoner, because I mean, it could also be a monster, but I'm not sure about it. If it will be an earth monster, this would, of course, absolutely, like, with Mylor and some of the earth cards, that would be, like, absolutely crazy. like when I think about the Centauri Mage or even the Pale Summoner. We have the Force Field ability. This monster takes only 1 damage from attacks with power 5 plus. So like if your card does 6 damage, then instead it will only do 1 damage to the enemy monster. But if you do like 3 damage, it will do the 3 damage. I can imagine this is a great counter against, for example, the Sandworm when you put a card with that in the back. Camouflage. This monster cannot be targeted for attacks unless it's in the first position. So this is also something that we haven't had before. It's a completely new ability. Like, the monster can't be targeted. Right now I don't know which monster exactly will have this, but this can be really powerful, so I'm looking forward to see which monsters will have this ability. And then also Deathblow. This monster does 2 times the damage if the target is the only monster left on the enemy team. Like, this is obviously a counter to those Llama Cron teams or General Llama teams. So it will be easier to take down this last stand HP boosted Cron. And 2 of those 21 new reward cards were also released. Well, the stats were released. So we have this Lava Launcher, a fire card with high range damage. It has this ability that it can attack from the first position. It is relatively tanky. So I think this goes well with Yodin Zaku. It's an epic card. And then we have this Jin Oceanus. It's a legendary water card, reminds me of the Ruler of the Seas. Not stat-wise, but like from the overall appearance. So a magic card, not so high damage, but relatively tanky. It has the new Force Field ability, it has Void, and I'm not sure what this one is. 5 speed is also nice. Yeah, I think it will be like a card to use in 99 mana battles probably. But yeah, that's all for this post. So as I said, the reward cards will be released sometime today. We don't have an exact time. Right now servers are having problems. I hope it will be fixed until later today. Yeah, so Peak Monsters is also having some issues with their Explorer because of the... Oh no, actually it's loading now. So let us take a look at our reward cards. 5 days ago, well, we got some deck there, and also some deck. Well, that wasn't so nice. Yeah, anyway, I think that's it for today. I put a link to this post with the reward cards into the video descriptions, and you can also find the link to this game in the video description if you are not playing Splinterlands right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day. See you in the next video.